My name is Neil Grimmer. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Plum Organics. We are the leading premium organic baby, toddler, and kids food company in America. It's extremely exciting. We were just registered on the Inc. 500 list at 63, second fastest growing food company and first fastest growing kids nutrition company. You move fast. You try and keep up with the demand, and I think you never lose sight of what made you successful in the early days. And in our case, it was about being parents. And so I'll rewind the clock a little bit and go back to how I kind of capture the story is how falling in love transformed dormant baby food category. So this is back in the late 90s, and I met my wife, then girlfriend, Tana Johnson, and we were in the creative boomtown of San Francisco. There was .com parties every night and then pink slip parties every other night. And I was working as a designer at IDEO, a design and innovation firm, working on a lot of food and beverage projects at the time. And and at the time, Tana and I, what we really connected on was our food values. We were both organic, both into sustainable eating and eating locally back in the day. And all of a sudden, we were having a lot of fun, probably too much fun, and all of a sudden, boy meets girl turned to it's a girl. And we found ourselves careening towards parenthood very rapidly. So, going from hanging out in bars to hanging out in baby showers, shopping at Bloomingdale's to shopping at Babies R Us, and quite frankly, being a designer and a dad, those two brought together saw massive opportunity and quite frankly, massive gaps in what my wife and I were looking for as it related to, very convenient but also ultra healthy food for our little ones. And so that was kind of the genesis of why we started the company. It was primarily around frozen baby food. So we had this original product that was out there was a cup of frozen baby food that was primarily sold in Whole Foods. And I think it was around the same fundamental idea of trying to get better food to little ones, and that technology was the leading technology to do that. The only problem is that moms don't walk by the freezer case to buy baby food, and so there was a bit of a disconnect there. And then the process, when it was time to feed the baby, there was a thawing process and all that kind of stuff. And most parents know it. It's almost like break glass, feed baby. It's like, boy, you gotta, pull the lever and have the food available, because when baby wants it, baby really wants it, And so anyway, but I think where we saw there was a conversion from, a potential of an idea and a potential of a brand to when it skyrocketed. And it was at the Natural Products Expo in 2008, and it was out on the East Coast, and it was a pretty funny story for us because we were a small, scrappy brand, and like I said, big aspirations, but a tiny team. I mean, there was probably like 6 of us at the time, and we had enough money to get a booth at the Natural Products Expo, or enough money to ship a booth, but not enough money for both. So we're like, well, I don't know how we're going to put that together. So we said, all right, well, let's think about this for a second. So we decided that we were going to get a school bus, and we were going to shrink wrap it with our branding, and we were going to load all of our booth and our product into the bus, and we drove it across the country. Literally drove it onto the show floor, unpacked the bus, and put our tables out and our products out, and we had this funny wooden tree, and that's how we kind of hit the scene. And it was amazing, and we kind of all of a sudden we're live and quite frankly in business. And it was at that show where I met the head buyer of Babies R Us. And he was walking the show specifically because he wanted to get better, healthier baby food into Babies R Us and get it to all kids in America. And so we immediately connected and started brainstorming on ways we could partner. And 3 months later, we launched this spouted pouch baby food nationally with Babies R Us, and it completely changed the game.